So what's up? This is JuJuan Buford, managing partner, JSB Business Solutions Group, co-founder of NextOppSocial, PPLSI, entrepreneur. And look, what I want to talk about today is trauma. It's a topic that I typically don't care to address or really focus much of my attention on, but sometimes it's necessary. And the reality of the matter is this. I was having a conversation with a business partner, and first 5, I want to say maybe even 8 minutes of the conversation was me pretty much listening to this partner of mine talk about all the trauma, all the drama, all the things that were going negative and hectic in her life. And I patiently listened to it. And after she shared a lot of different things that were going on, I reminded her, I said, you and I have had several conversations over the last several months. And it's like 80% of the conversations, the drama, conflicts, things that aren't going right, things that are going wrong and sideways in your life. And I reminded her of that. I told her that. And, at the end of these conversations, you typically ask me, like, what should I do in terms of my business, right? And my response was finally, look, nothing's going to change until you change this dynamic. Because if you're having these conversations on a consistent basis with me, that means you're having these conversations with everybody around you. In other words, your issues, your problems are like top of mind, like the omnipresent in your life. And attention is like the sun. What you focus it on grows, and what you don't focus it on withers away. And the bottom line is, you've gotten comfortable in your trauma. You've gotten comfortable in your drama. You've gotten comfortable in the conflict. It's comfortable for you to have these conversations, for these things to be top of mind. And that's what you're thinking about all the time. And you're attracting people who also are of like mind, people who are moving in the same spirit. And if you expect to change the circumstances that color your life, you got to change up your music. You got to change what you focus your attention on. I had to remind her, I think it's something we all need to be reminded of, is that, look, people who have money go through BS.com too. They have untimely deaths. They find out that their spouse is cheating on them. They find out that their child is going through some nonsense at school, or child runs away, or, any number of different stuff. Hell, if I was the type of person, excuse me, I guess that's something I should learn to edit stuff like that out. But I was the type of person that watch TMZ and social media and television and all this other stuff. I don't know if you watch it. I don't really watch television, but you get my point, right? I'd be aware of all the drama that's taking place in people's personal lives too, despite the fact that they have tremendous amounts of wealth and money available to them. In other words, everyone catches hell. And the question I pose to her, and I pose to anyone listening in, do you think your story, your drama, do you think hardship, do you think difficulty, do you think disappointment is somehow going to dissipate in the thin air because you all of a sudden have money? It's not. And a lot of people tell you sometimes there's an increase in turbulency in life when you level up socioeconomically and financially. New challenges, new issues arise as a result. It's not like the challenges disappear, it's just new ones, right? And those are probably the challenges you'd rather have than poor person challenges, but you get the point. So if you're not not able to overcome and transcend your poor person problems, what makes you think you're going to be able to transcend the problems that are waiting for you for people who actually have money and still are dealing with the same issues, right? As you climb the ladder, the air gets thinner, okay? That's why you look to the left and to the right. When you're leveling up, you see less and less people that you had previously because they aren't willing to pay the price, or the climb for them is too high. The air gets too thin. The expectations, the responsibilities, things that are required of you in order to climb that ladder, right? A certain type of commitment to leveling up and becoming more valuable. All these things come into play. And then it becomes even more of a challenge or a tightrope managing all the other stuff that could be going on around you. This is so important. It's so important. And so once again, if you're focused on the negative, if you're focused on the BS.com, if you're focused on people talking about you, if you're focused on how people perceive you, if you're focused on like I said, the hardships that transpire, you are not going to have the bandwidth and the wherewithal to focus on the goal and objectives. The goals and objectives are taking up so little space. Your energies are directed so towards all the negative stuff that's happening to you. That's why you're not productive. I mean, think about it like this. If 80% of your mental energies are focused on the negative and only 20% are focused on the positive, what are you really growing in your life? What are you tilling, right? A constant gardener wakes up, they plant the seeds, they till the field in preparation for a harvest. So what are you tilling? What are you preparing for? You're preparing for more negativity is what you're preparing for. 80% of your field is going to be negative stuff. That's what you're cultivating. You got to flip the script, right? Your goals, your objectives, the things that matter most, you need to become omnipresent. You need to attract people who are positive, who are moving forward in life. You show me the people that, you show me the 6, 7 people folks hang around with, and I'll show you their direction, where they're headed to. If you hang around 6 cursing cousins, you become the 7th. You hang around 6 people who are moving up, leveling up, who are doing phenomenal things, keeping a positive attitude despite life's challenges, but still achieving. You can't make excuses and win at the same time. You start hanging around those type of people, it inevitably will rub off on you if they keep you around or if you're able to keep up. You'll begin to adopt their mindsets. You begin to adopt their habits. You'll begin to adopt their movements. So this is so absolutely important. You got to get around people who have your solutions, and you have to change your mindset. You got some of you, whether you want to admit it or not, you're very comfortable in trauma and conflict. You're very comfortable in it. You got to get uncomfortable. And it's going to be uncomfortable because people who are accustomed to drinking dirty water, you get accustomed to the taste. And the clean water will taste different. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad for you, but it will taste different. It will make you uncomfortable, believe it, right? But I firmly believe if you start drinking the clean water, you'll acquire a taste for that too, as well. And the changes can transpire in your life. So that was on my heart before I hit the ground running this morning. I wanted to get that out. Celebrate success and celebrate your success in advance. I haven't quite woken up yet. Goodbye for now.